Hey folks, Alan Mandic, the Hot Rod Hippie here. This week's video is another shop tour. We're in Massachusetts at the mystical, magical, metalworking mecca that is Ray Chalene's ProShaper Metal Shaping. There are mega, massive machines here that make metal dreams come true. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Ray Chalene from ProShaper Sheet Metal in Charlton, Massachusetts. And today we're looking at, this is a Virgil Exner design 1948 Studebaker future car. He drew this drawing for a 1948 Society of Automotive Engineers get together in Detroit. As soon as I saw it, I says, I got to build it. So I made this wire form. I have a drawing board that enables me to do the full-scale drawings and bent the wires to the drawing. I had to scale it. There was no design for the back of the car. I think this is a really special project. We can walk around. You can see the backside. I have a coach building class, and I've been doing them since 2005. I have a 4-day coach building class, and I also have a 3-day advanced class. And that's not to imply my 4-day class is a beginner class, although a lot of beginners come to my 4-day class, and this is a result of what the beginners did, most of them. There were a few experienced helpers on it, but most of them were beginners. Every class we improve the projects a little bit more, and then once we get all the surfaces right, then it'll be turned into an aluminum body. But it's a pretty nice project, and I'm really looking forward to moving it forward. I move it forward with the classes, but if a patron wants to come and jump in on the project and get something like this to finish faster, I'm all for it. This was, it's a scaled version of a Amel car, a French Amel car racer, 1927 C6 model. So I scaled it down to fit motorcycle wheels, and this could use a motorcycle motor for power. It's a single-seater, of course. Application would be a younger person. I actually initiated this project as I have a father and son class where a father and son can come to the class. So this would be a great thing for father and son bonding, or father and daughter, or both. And you know, it could be a nice little weekend project for the father and son and daughter working at their home, finishing up a project like this. Here's another project. This is a 1955 300S Maserati. We wireformed this up out of just from pictures. We had probably 50 pictures we found on the internet, and we scaled it and all from the pictures. So there are a few minor mistakes, and again, just like on the Studebaker project, as we make these panels, the panels will reveal where the mistakes are. So this was the April class that did this. I think there's about 10 people working on it. A good portion of them, again, were totally beginners in art of shaping sheet metal. As you come around the back here, you can see it's got some really sexy lines on it. Of course, these panels are just clamped on and they're kind of clumsy right now, but when you start welding them together, I had two friends from California working on the back panels. I gave them a little extra attention and they did a really nice job. We got these tacked together. This we didn't get a chance to tack together yet, but you can see that whole back end. A guy from Ohio, total beginner, did these panels here, both sides, started doing this one. And this one was done actually from another class, the previous class. This is a reverse curve, very complicated panel to do. And all these panels need to have their edges done and everything, and that's generally the focus of my 3-day advanced classes, getting them ready to weld and getting all the edging done. This is an example of what's the potential you could do. You can't buy this car. You can if you got like $8 million. They only made like 20 of them or so, and they don't come up for sale too often. The people that made this, they were craftsmen. Some of them might have had 5 years experience, some might have had 10, some might have had 2 months. But there was always somebody in the shop overlooking the whole procedure to make sure everything was done right. They made these vehicles, and they made them back in the 50s, and today we have all kinds of different technologies, and we have the ability to get information so easily through the internet. So all of this stuff is possible. All you got to do is expend a lot of labor. You know, it can take a couple years to build a project like this, but you know, this is possible. It's an incredible car, and if you build it today, you've got the option of so much better motors than the Maserati motor. Maserati motor is going to be finicky. You won't be able to get parts for it, but you can put a really nice modern motor in this thing that's super dependable, and you can get a suspension that will work better than what Maserati did back in 1955 by transplanting something that's off of one of today's cars. So the potential is just absolutely unlimited. There's so many beautiful designs that can be utilized today, and that's what I try to teach in my class.
All right, thanks to Ray for having us here at Pro Shaper Sheet Metal today. You can go ahead and check out Ray on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, his website, and YouTube itself. Go ahead and drop the video a like if you found it interesting and informative. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the shop, of these projects? You could come here, you could learn from Ray yourself and work on some of these projects yourself as well. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content like this every week. Thanks for coming around, folks.